right. All right, thank you. I call this meeting to order at 10:58. As a reminder, this meeting is being live streamed, and I will now call the roll. Frank Gill, representing regional planning agencies. Mayor Schilke, representing municipal government. Here. McHenry County Representative Scott Henning. Here. CDOT Representative looks like we have Dave Powell on behalf of Big Christian Murphy. Here. RTA representing, Kyle Whitehead representing on behalf of Leanne Redden. Here. Good. All right, our first item of the agenda is approval of minutes. Can I hear 2.01 minutes from September 13th, 2023? Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from that last meeting?
So moved. Second.
By Mayor, second by TA. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, then our next item is 3.01, new business 3.0. Do we have any new business? Seeing none, we'll go to the next item, 3.01, nomination of the office of vice chair of the MPO Policy Committee. Per the MPO Policy Committee bylaws, each year during June, after notice to membership in the call and agenda of a particular meeting, the chair shall appoint a subcommittee of 5 members of the MPO Policy Committee to nominate at a meeting in October the name or name of candidates for election to the office of vice chair to the MPO Policy Committee for the following year. Past practice has been for the vice chair to serve 2 consecutive terms. Jennifer Siskillen, as superintendent of Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways, was reappointed as a 2nd term vice chair for the calendar year of 2024. We thank you for, thank Sis for a great job that she has done and for her service to the committee. Looking here at the upcoming calendar year of 2025, staff is recommending Cassandra Rouse, Executive Director of the Illinois Tollway, to be appointed for this upcoming calendar year. Under Rouse's leadership, the Illinois Tollway is nationally recognized for excellence in engineering, sustainability, and innovation by the American Council of Engineering Companies. She leads a workforce of 1,400 employees whose mission is to provide a safe, effective, and efficient toll highway system, ensuring the highest level of customer service for nearly 1.6 million daily drivers. This is staff's recommendation. Can I get a motion to present Cassandra Rouse as the committee's recommendation to serve as vice chair for the MPO Policy Committee for calendar year 2025?
So
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. So, if so moved, are there other candidates the committee wishes to discuss?
So RTA would like to nominate Jim Derwinski, who's the CEO of Metro. I think folks know the ongoing transition to a regional rail model, and Metro is a priority to the region, both city and suburbs. And as the PART report demonstrated, and in the transit fiscal cliff is one of, if not the most pressing priorities the region is facing over the next few years. So we think having Jim in that leadership role would be helpful for the region. This is certainly not a comment on Ms. Rouse or her leadership of the tollway. I do think it's important to point out that the tollway is not a recipient of state or federal funds. They're self-funded and unique in that way. And one of, if not CMAP's primary responsibility is to program federal funds. So having somebody in that position like Jim, who is directly impacted by those decisions, I think, and we at the RTA think makes sense. We haven't spoken with Jim, and he said he's willing to serve as vice chair.
Okay, that does open the floor for discussion, of course. It was CMAP's recommendation to consider Executive Director Rouse, largely because we did actually recognize that transit would be a hot button topic in the coming years. Wanted to see if somebody could sort of guide the regional discussion with some impartiality, and also really bring in the tollway into this regional discussion in a way that they haven't been before, recognizing that we'll also be talking about new revenue sources for the region in the future too. So just wanted to put all that for consideration for you all. Certainly this is a decision that sits with this committee. So just opening the floor for that discussion.
Well, I would offer up, I know Jim, I like Jim, but I would suggest that there's a lot of politics flying around this region right now, specifically after the park report. And there's all this push and shove as to, what's gonna happen to it, who's gonna run it, are we gonna change anything, are we gonna do anything? I just think now is not the right time to bring somebody from one of the service boards in to be the chairman. I could see somebody saying, well, they're trying to push some idea or take some money or something. And I've had some opportunity to work a little bit on the policy committee with Cassandra. She's quite competent. I've been very impressed with her. So I just think it's a fair, open voice in the region that doesn't, unfortunately, we do Metro Pace or the CTA have the politics hanging over your head right now.
Well, I would have recognized what Kyle said and say that I agree with where he's coming from. Our region, our nation is a climate crisis. The city has a modal shift of 45 to 50%. So prioritizing transit is not only climate friendly but equitable. And we'll see what Kyle's coming about. And I think to cost situations that was recommended the city is going to align with your recommendation, though fully recognize and understand where MTA is coming from, the importance of transit, the importance of the park plan, and centering that as it is the #1 priority for our city as well when it comes to planning. But we will staff recommendation.
Well, any more discussion? You can take it up for vote now, or is it someone to discuss?
When deciding a staff recommendation, is balance of highway and transit taken into account? I know there's been vice chairs representing highway agencies going back some time now. Was that a discussion when we were selecting what the staff recommendation would be?
There's always a goal for that balance in modality, I would say, historically. I think though we layer on context for where we are in the history of our discussion in our region of things that are coming up ahead, and we recognize there's some really tough discussions coming up with regard to just transportation funding in general. And so when we hear things like tolling on interstates and so on coming on to be more of a reality, those sorts of thoughts sort of also entered into our thinking around who would be a good person to help us lead that discussion in our region.
And I think from RTA's perspective, we certainly agree that tolling can and should be a consideration in terms of funding options for the fiscal cliff. And I mean, we would be here to be part of those conversations.
Yeah, I think we all agree Mr. House is an excellent candidate. I think I personally would like to see a transit agency during the next reappointment of a vice chair. I think it is important to have regional balance and modality. I will support Mr. House's candidacy for this term, but I do think it's important to have a balanced regional transit and highways next term.
I agree too. I'm not arguing with that. Just right at the moment, there's a lot of politics flying.
Understood. I appreciate that. So right now on the floor is consideration for two. We only have a motion for Cassandra Rouse. And a recommendation, but not a formal recommendation. Okay, so I guess with that, so what's on the table now is a vote for Cassandra Rouse. And so I'll go ahead and begin roll call for that. So we'll go one by one. Frank Peel. Here, Mayor Schulte, representing municipal government.
Yes.
Henry County, Representative Scott Jennings.
Yes.
CDOT, Representative Dave Powell.
Yes.
RTA, Representative Kyle White.
No.
Motion passes. Yes, okay, item 4.0, other business, is there any other business before the committee? Seeing none. 5.0, public comment, are there any comments from the public? There are not. Seeing none. The next meeting will be determined to be in 2025. Okay, so with that, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? No motion. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Motion carries. 11:10, meeting is adjourned at 11.
Early, all right. Much
Thank you.
appreciated. Thank you.